What's up, YouTube? Back with another video, and today I got something a little different. So I make a lot of playbook related stuff and online gameplay, but I'm always looking for other things to do as well, but also keep it within the same realm of the things that I already do. And I've also been looking for offline stuff to do, but 2K just doesn't really offer anything that I would be interested in. I want something where I could just hop in and play, as well as be able to showcase a lot of the things that I do and create, especially when it comes to a lot of these custom series. Playing out online would be the best environment for that, because you can just hop in and play and there's no monetary investment that you would have to make like in other modes. And as far as investing your time, you can invest as much or as little time as you want. So that would be the perfect environment for me, but you can't use custom playbooks over there. And yeah, there's online leagues, but I'm not gonna take up a league spot just to play a couple games with a custom series that I made. And on top of that, I'm probably not even gonna get the players that I would need. So offline is pretty much the only option here. And I started thinking about a lot of just sports games in general, from the mid 2000s all the way up to like the early 2010s. And a few modes that like stuck out to me was the greatest mode from 2K12, Madden Moments from Madden 09, and NBA 08 had a couple modes called the season and games of the week. And these modes just had you play either historic games from the past or a crazy game that happened in the previous or current season. And so as far as 2K12, they added the greatest mode because I think that year they added a lot of historic teams. And so in order to unlock them, they had you play with a historic team against another historic team. And then if you win the game, you unlock the teams. But they featured, different players like, Kareem, Magic, Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird. And I remember having a lot of fun in that mode. Madden had Madden Moments where they would have you recreate a few of the craziest games that happened in the previous season. And NBA 08 has some similar too. Like I said, they had something called Games of the Week. I didn't play that game. I didn't have that game. So I'm assuming they would just take, a game or two from the week and you recreate the best individual performance or something. I don't know. There's not really a lot I could find online either about it. But they also had a mode called the season where they took the two best individual performances throughout each week from last season and you just recreate a lot of those games and a lot of those performances. And I'm pretty sure some older sports games did it first, but you get the idea. And so this is where the my idea came from, but just adding my own little spin on it. So I would take a custom series that I made and use the player or team with it and recreate a really great game that player had. And this is a lot funner than just going into a regular offline game and using a series. It actually gives me, something to work for and a goal or a milestone to hit. And since it's going to be offline, I decided to get the game on PC because you could get mods and stuff. So you'll see different scoreboards. Obviously, the graphics are gonna, look better. Some of the courts would be different. I found this baggy jersey mod for, like mid 2000s baggy era. And, just to give, the game a little bit of a different presentation than I normally give. And so some of the series I'm gonna be showcasing are the Kobe series that I made a video about already. The Iverson series, it already exists in the game, but I just made it better. The Warriors post-split series, the floppy series I made for Ray Allen, and the Jokic series. I made those series last year, but they're still good and they still work. Also made a Spain pick and roll series, as well as a 1-4 flat series. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas. And I also have a ISO series that's based around James Harden that I'm working on. And so, yeah, I'm always taking suggestions too. So let me know if y'all want to see something specific, and let me know how y'all feel about this idea. So that being said, that's the end of the video. Well, that's the end of me talking. I'll probably just leave some extra clips that I had laying around. But as always, hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more content.
Pass to Mute. 6 to shoot. Lobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. 1:05 left to play here in the first. Oh, Griffin in position. And then Griffin with the dunk.
It's one of the many things that Paul is known for, his ability to find open teammates.
Parker defending. Back to Stevenson. Here's Jamison. Takes a three. Sinks that one after missing his first.
Times guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Arenas. Fires for three. Drops in the three. Arenas. Pass to Jamison. Here's Arenas from the arc. Drills it from deep. Arenas has got
Your offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And it's Farmar in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Stevenson shot.